Okay, well, you know, it is that time when we're spending a little bit more time outside, and then suddenly you think, oh, you know, it's like you want to enjoy the outside, but you realize that, oh, this would be great if, or this could just do with a little bit of something. Well, if you are looking for planters that are going to instantly add that rustic charm, whether it's to your garden, your porch, or your patio, these are from Roberta's, and you're getting a set of 2 of these 10-inch whiskey barrel planters. They're exclusive to QVC, so you will not find these anywhere else. Exclusive for the rest of 2025. You're saving $2 off the QVC price. That brings the price down to $21.98. That works out that these are $10.99 each. Your easy pay is $7.33 to get them home. And we also have great colors to choose from. So we're going to show you the colors, and then we'll bring in Eric. So this is the whitewash. Oh, that looks so pretty. Very, very rustic. Then we also have them in red. This is the natural. And then this is the light grey. So beautifully designed, very authentic looking, and just $7.33 on 3 easy pay. M131965 is your item number to get them home. I'm delighted to welcome in Eric, who brings us Roberta's. Welcome, Eric. It's great to see you.
Hello, Sam. Nice to be with you again.
Yes, it's so good to see you. And this is such a smart idea because, you know, if we had real whiskey barrels, wonderful, but they'd be heavy and they'd, you know, maybe need some maintenance and they wouldn't last. These just look so authentic.
Right, and they were inspired by the original oak whiskey barrels. You get that, like you said, that country charm. It's a vintage look. People love the whiskey barrel look. But those are heavy, they're made of wood, they rust, there's lots of upkeep, they're heavy. Let me just show you, actually, Sam. I went to my local big box store. Can you see this?
Yeah, we can.
There we go. See, look how the wood is falling out of them. You see the metal is all rusty. There's no pre-drilled holes in these. And they're heavy. I might be able to lift this up and put it in my car. But once I plant it with soil and stuff, I wouldn't be able to move that. Now, our whiskey barrels are lightweight. You can see here, there's 5 holes.
Wow.
For drainage. And you see how there's a ridge at the bottom?
Yes.
It's lifted up, okay? And then there's a channel right here. So when your plants are draining, let me go this way a little bit more, the water comes out. It's not stuck underneath. So that creates good drainage and happy plants. You don't want your plants sitting in wet soil all the time.
Well, that's so important because if we don't do that, then we can end up with mold and all of the things that plants don't love. And it's details like that, which is why Roberta's are so popular. Because I feel like most of us, look, I know I do. Well, I've been shopping for a lot of planters this week. Well, you know, you turn it upside down. The first thing you want to check is that drainage hole. But I think most of us had never thought about that, Eric, of like, is it lifted off the ground?
Yes.
Or is that water going to drain out, but then it's still going to sit in this, you know, under the coolness of a pot and just be sitting there and not actually draining away?
One hole in the bottom is really not enough because this is a flat surface. So your water isn't boiling to the middle. That's why we put in 5. So there's a lot of thought into it. They're also UV protected resin. So they're very lightweight. And you put these outside, you can leave them outside year round. They don't crack and they don't fade. So this is the whitewash I'm holding, and then you have the natural. I've got that right here.
Could you show us the natural? Could you bring it up? Because what's amazing to me is you showed us that the sort of real, authentic wooden, but the wood detail on this is amazing.
Yes, and even the banding around it looks like like metal, and it's raised. It's not flat. It's really there you go. That's a great picture there. You can see it a lot better.
Yeah, I mean,
and we started out with 14 and 16-inch ones, Sam. This is the smaller version, but you get 2 of them. Everything else is sold singles. So if you live in an apartment or a condo, you maybe have a patio, you don't have a lot of space for a garden, these are perfect. But if you put them on steps, they don't take up a lot of room, so you don't have to worry about, you know, stepping over them and stepping around them. They're just really cute, and you could put anything in them. I've got some impatiens. These I planted Monday. Happy solstice, by the way, summer solstice.
Yes, happy solstice.
So we've got 15 hour days of daylight. Things are growing like crazy. And this one is planted in there. So now this one next to me is Calibrachoa. And it's gorgeous, right?
Mm-hmm.
But say I want to change it out. I just take this out. It's in another pot. I want to change it out. Maybe I want to have red plants up on the patio. Now I've got a red Calibrachoa, and it's that easy. It's kind of like putting new pants on your plants.
Well, and also, you know, my dad is a huge gardener, and so I've grown up with gardening my whole life. But gardening can be tough. It can be trial and error if you're just starting out, and you want a garden that's going to look good now. The great thing about putting it into a planter is if you overwater, or you put it in the wrong place, or you get an infestation of something, you can just switch it out and the next day have something new.
Yes.
You know, while you're growing and learning as a gardener, and so that you have a space that is instantly beautiful and one that you can sit out in and enjoy, because that's the other great part of gardening, is not just creating a beautiful space,
right,
but getting to enjoy it as well. Thank you, Eric, so much. It's so good to see you. Happy solstice, and enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Thank you, Sam. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. And we're just going to give you that reminder of the colours one last time. This is the light grey. Then we have the natural. This is the red. And this is the whitewash. Now, this is a really smart idea. You know, I think whether it's the kitchen or the garden,